Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Kingsley's Adventure. I am O'Rylan, and this game was actually requested to me to do an LP of by, I really hope I'm getting this name right, Annalise Edelstine. Wonderful, beautiful name actually. Yeah, she wanted actually for me to do this game, which I gave it a shot. And honestly, I like it a lot. Let the demo speak for itself. It's an adventure game, 3D, and kind of in the same style as Croc, because the lead designer from Croc went on to this game, developed by a team from Psygnosis in 1999. Okay, let's get on with this. This LP is mostly going to be, rather relaxed, less important than my other ones. Like, this is just going to be a relaxing time, fun time. And also looking over my controller setup. You know what? You know what's what! Okay. I don't need to stall anymore. This menu screen is just kind of weird. Anyway, let's start by going up the stairs. Our first task.
The Fruit Kingdom was not always so peaceful. An evil wizard disguised as a chef stole the Queen's Book of Magic and sent the kingdom spiraling into despair. One by one, the defenders of the realm were overcome by Bad Custard's evil magic and forced to become the Dark Knights, the scourge of the kingdom. All hope seemed lost until an unlikely hero emerged to challenge the tyranny of the evil rodent. Kingsley, an orphan fox cub, small in size but large in spirit.
And we're just let go in order to explore the castle. The plot's very simple, not really anything to go over. However, let's see, we got Adeline, we have Kingsley here. So, going off of Croc, which if you haven't watched that LP, I recommend that you watch it. Heck, I can see her shadow inside of her dress. Oh god. This game kind of plays in the same kind of realm as Croc does. Kingsley controls in the same kind of tank controls. So let's look around and see what we got. We got a rubber ducky in a tub. But yes, full 3D. I love it. And we also have treasure chests here. Treasure chests are actually not that important in the game. We just picked up, well, money. There's nothing really to buy in the game, but money, money really serves as is a way to get 1-ups. Every 50 pieces of money, I don't really know what the currency is in this game, but every 50 pieces will get you 1 life. And that'll become very handy in later points of the game. Because, well, this game has some challenge to it, from what I understand. Also, the dialogue in this is adorable, annoying, and funny all at the same time. It kind of reminds me of Okami in that kind of way. Alrighty. Yeah, this is Old Wrinkle. I like the characters. They have some charm to them. They're well done. Alright, let's not waste any more time and get on to actually learning what the heck we're supposed to do. So this game has platforming, of course. And the jumping mechanics of this game are a bit, well, almost oversimplified. Kingsley cannot, after he makes a jump, he cannot change his jumping direction. Once you commit to a direction, you're staying with it. So going all willy-nilly in terms of jumping is not really recommended. And most of the time you're not wanting to be dead center with anything because of these swinging projectiles. Alright, so we just got a couple of weapons. Pressing select will bring up our weapon screen. We have a crossbow and we have a dagger. Let's switch to the dagger right now. Also, the music is just absolutely awesome. So let's get into some combat. Combat is a bit weird. Circle button has you guard, and guarding is going to be your best friend in the game because if you're guarding, if you're blocking, you are invincible from that single direction. If you have someone behind you, you are not. There's also very few invincibility frames for you to exploit. This is pretty much our first boss here. Square button lets you attack, while the L2 and R2 buttons let you strafe from side to side. Other than that, combat's pretty simple. Just look for an opening that they give you. They usually run away like this. And also, they block as well, which doesn't make anything easier. Also, if you continually mash the button, you'll actually do more combos. I'm pretty sure that mashing the button is not what you're supposed to be doing with any sort of weapon. But in terms of timing, it doesn't really help. Alright, you go just sit there. So next up, we need to get some arrows, because our crossbow was given with no arrows. So these arrow refills, you can only carry 10 arrows at a time. That's interesting. We'll come back to that later. So square will fire the crossbow, so let's do it on those targets. Here we go. You just need to hit the targets, not do a bullseye on them. R1. R1 is very handy. Technically the sniping mode for the crossbow. Lets you hit way more effectively. And this is also an important thing too. Even if you don't have the crossbow, like I switched back to the dagger, you can still use aim mode, which is actually very effective. Aim mode will actually let you see further off into distance, which will... it helps point out enemies that are further away, which is actually very helpful. Now we just picked up a key, the cherry key. Because we're in the Fruit Kingdom, of course, why wouldn't we be? We actually get to have different fruit keys. So we have like cherry, grape, green apple. There's a couple more, but we'll see them later. Now the one thing about refills is that they only respawn after you have depleted all of your arrows. So that's kind of important. I'm just taking more just because. Now if you head back up to this keyhole, press square, and you'll use your key. Alright, next up, switches. Hit a switch, it does a thing. Pretty much simplistic here. Also, there's some cases where you have to push and pull blocks. Most, if not all the time, blocks will have these paw prints on them, which allows you to actually grab them with the circle button. Now let's go ahead, pull this back into this area. Now the area we're actually pushing it into has a keyhole in it. If you put some sort of block that is roughly the same size as it, as the area into it, then something will happen. Finally, there's something rather annoying that we'll see later on. Floor switches. Floor switches kind of work the same as the switches on the walls, however, they're timed. So that'll test your movement abilities with Kingsley. And our tutorial is over. However, we don't get to keep our weapons, which is kind of a shame. And a teleporter. Ta-da! We're done! And in a different room of the castle. Hello. And juggling's not a trick? Okay. Actually drops them, I know. Punching doesn't seem to work. Okay. There we go. Thank you. Here's another treasure chest. Treasure chests contain a multitude of things. They either contain money, they contain hearts, your health, they contain lives, or they can also contain other things that you don't want. Now let's get underway with the plot. What simplistic plot it is. We must free the land of tyranny. Find some items. Alright, I'm going. Let's go find some items. Also, we got our dagger back. And now we can just go and pretty much explore the castle. Next thing we really have to do is talk to the king and queen, but I'd rather look around for the time being, because there is some rooms that we haven't looked at yet. Money also comes in 3 different denominations. We have the bronze, which is 1, silver, which is 5, and gold, which are 10. Gold are hard to come by. Let's go over here. Here we have the kitchen. And another treasure chest. More money. It's not necessary to find any of the chests, really. Hello. I'm a bit confused with this guy. Is he supposed to be the butler or the chef? Because, well, he could be both, I guess. But where'd you go? Sleeves? Hello? Also, there's a switch over here. What do you do? Oh, seriously. Oh, hello? Haha, more money! Alright. Okay. Other than Sleeves apparently disappearing in front of us, there's nothing really else to do in the kitchen. We'll probably never go there again anyways. Now, that's the next part we're going to go to, but we'll leave it that for later. We've been upstairs all the way, and the tutorial area is closed off forever. So let's go back, head back out into the throne room slash courtyard fountain. What do you say? Kingsley, sir! Apparently nothing else, though. I want to go outside. I want to go... Nope. Nope. The big door is... Unfortunately, the big door is closed. Oh. I have spoken to him, so I don't need to. Alright. Well, all the guards pretty much say either that or Kingsley, sir! So let's just go and see the king and queen. The king, I'm alright with. The queen, not so much. She's creepy. Her head doesn't look like it's attached to her neck. And also her little bips and squeals are kind of the creepiest to me. I don't know why. Don't ask. Seatown. Alright, and now we have a grape key. So now let's head back to the room that I didn't go into, the library. One thing I do find odd is that our first exit out of the castle is in the basement. You'll see why later on, but pretty much what I'll say now is that no other entrances to, or no other exits to the castle are in the basement, or anywhere else in the castle for that matter. They're all outside the castle. Here's another chest, which contains a heart. Chests that contain hearts are different from other chests, as they will refill themselves. Which is quite handy if you're not really good and taking a whole lot of damage. Alright, to the castle basement. Pretty much our first area, and our first enemy. Spiders! Really, the only thing you can really do with insect creatures is, well, kick them. These spiders are also incredibly creepy because it looks like they have 3 faces. Really weird. They're a mutant. It only takes 2 kicks for them to go away, but they're kind of annoying because in the castle basement they respawn, so don't waste your time with these guys. Even though the noises that they make can be a bit of an annoyance. Also, they can be... So really, don't really waste your time with them. Just grab the green apple key, use it, and get on your way. They also jump at you, so watch out. Alright, this noise is a bit of annoyance. Nope. Go away. Ow. Backflipping also kind of doesn't work. Yeah. Oh. Kingsley also points out points of interest, well, because he looks at them. But that kind of... what he gets interested in usually is something that's not really helpful. For instance, he was noticing where the spiders were showing up. We can't really do anything about that. And hitting the switch, we get access to the foxhole. Let's go. Yeah. Stupid spiders. And here's our foxhole. Foxholes are the only point where we can actually save our game, and also serve as our ways to get around. So I'll save, and that'll be it for now. Next time we're gonna go around and see what's going on in Seatown. See you next time, everyone!